Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox and I'm back with another Epic 7 video. So we got a new hero, Lidica. She's a 5-star fire ranger. And let's look at her skills. Lidica is a fire elemental ranger who can lock up targets through numerous debuffs. Public execution decreases the target's combat readiness to 0 and decreases speed while increasing the survivability of the caster by granting a skill damage immunity debuff. That's new. That's new and seems pretty strong. Thorn Bush can decrease hit chance of all enemies with certainty when soul burned, and is even more powerful when used in synergy with Lidica's combat readiness decreasing basic skill. Alright, skill 1. After awakening, attacks with a sword decreasing combat readiness by 10%. If the enemy is debuffed, decreases combat readiness by an additional 10%. That's very strong. 20% combat readiness decrease. And if you're using this in PvE against like during a boss fight, of course, like the boss will be debuffed and it's gonna be 20% unless you get resisted. Skill 2, 3-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies with a 85% chance to decrease hit chance for 1 turn, and when you soul burn, it cannot be resisted. When you apply decreased hit chance, that means the enemy has a 50% chance of missing their attack, and if they miss, they will only deal 75% of the normal damage, and it cannot, there's no debuff that can land, and it cannot crit if it triggers, if they actually miss. So skill number 3, public execution. It's a 5-turn cooldown, goes down to 4 with skill enhancement, and attacks the enemy with a whip sword and decreases combat readiness by 100% and decreases speed for 2 turns. Grants the caster's skill nullifier, negating damage received from the next skill attack. Wow, yeah, that is very, very strong. It's gonna work against bosses that are not immune to combat readiness manipulation. So Wyvern is immune, unfortunately, but like it brings it to 0 and you get the full duration of the speed decrease debuff for 2 turns at the same time, which is really good. And let's say you're in a boss battle and there's a huge like a hit that's coming. It's like a huge skill that deals a lot of damage. You'll be able to negate that damage. So you can just time it if you're playing manual in a raid or whatever, like the Abyss. Let's say you're trying to hit floor 90 whenever they release the new stuff. Alright, so new artifact, Sword of Judgment. It's a 5-star ranger exclusive artifact. Grants the wearer a chance to attack again with basic skill if the target survives the initial attack. that is very strong. It is 15% chance at plus 15 enhancement, and if you max this thing, it's 20% chance to trigger. It's a chance. It's not 100% chance, but just more randomness in the game. So drop rate up for Lidica's banner and the artifact. So of course the previous banners are ending. Well, banner, not banners. Okay, so week 2 is gonna open up for the side story. What else do we have? Lidica is now part of the heroes that get buffed. So week 2, secret letters. Alright, let's move on to, okay, week 2 achievement equipment. That is very good. Item level 71, which is equivalent to the old tier 5 items. So you multiply the main stat by 5, it's gonna end up being 55% crit damage increase. Now those substats are really good. We don't have speed, but I mean we can't complain. This is free. Everyone can get it if you well, if you complete the achievement. And yeah, no terrible flat defense or attack substat. No effect resistance. Everything is useful in most cases. If you need to land a debuff, or yeah, you can use everything in there. That's very good. And a helmet, item level 71. And here's some speed, and it on a speed set. It's beautiful. It's gonna be more suited for a support, but it totally depends where it rolls. You know, maybe you get a bunch of rolls into attack percentage. Maybe it's balanced across all these substats, or it's maybe if you're lucky enough, you roll all the rolls into speed. And item level 71, you can roll maximum of 3 speed, I believe. So the base is 3, so that is quite a bit of speed. I mean, you have to be extremely lucky. Yeah, the stats, they're fixed, but when you roll them, it's all random. So you can get 18 speed on that helmet if you're extremely lucky. Like, I don't know what the odds are. They are definitely lower than 1%. I can tell you that much. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, Stamarine and the Idol's Cheer. They're gonna be moving to the normal summoning pool. And the heroes that are part of the current Mystic Summon pool are getting rotated. Arena Season 1 has come to an end, and preseason has begun. So we're not moving straight into like Season 2. There's gonna be a preseason like in Guild Wars. And in the store, what do we have? Yeah, they're adding a timer, because I wanted to talk about that. There's going to be a rotation on the 27th of February, and all the artifacts that we can buy with powder will be rotating for different lists. So if you need something in there, just grab it. I actually bought Bloodstone for Bellona, which is extremely powerful. It heals for a ton depending on how much damage she deals, but basically, like, the harder content they release, the more healing you can do. Like, the more health the target has with her skill 1, it deals damage based on her based on the target's max health. So skills with crit damage and defense down debuff, so very strong. Only works on Ranger, so Bellona. Okay, wait. With the end of Season 1, Unknown Slate, Gladiator's Axe, Gladiator's Armor, Gladiator's Helm, and Gladiator's Token have been removed from the Conquest Point shop. Yeah, there it is. Unknown Slate will return to the Conquest Point shop when Season 2 begins. Players who purchased this item in Season 1 will be able to purchase it once again after it returns. So I was wondering if it would get refreshed. Initially I thought it would be refreshed, and then like people commented like maybe it's just gonna stay there, and whoever bought it, you won't be able to buy it again. But to me it was getting rotated because, well, it's season gear, right? It's Season 1 gear, and it's there, and it says you can only buy 1 per account. But to me, it didn't make sense that you can only get 1 forever, because I mean, what's the point of it? Like, it needs to come back, because I mean, seasons are long, and you need to have something to save your conquest point for. And that's actually very good for free-to-play players, especially because that's might be one of the only way for us to like power up our memory imprint for well, especially limited heroes. So yeah, very cool, very cool. I use it on DN to get attack buff on all other 3 heroes. It doesn't affect the hero that has the memory imprint, unfortunately. When a new pack has been added to the pack shop or when the available items have refreshed, the pack icon in the lobby now displays a notification. Okay. Alright, what else? Yes, okay, Tamarine. When she's fighting against Devour Rahakan, the debuff that makes you unable to be buffed, she wasn't able to go in idle form when she had that thing on. So it's now been fixed. Because it didn't make sense. Like, I mean, the whole point of this hero is for her to go in idle form, right? So, I mean, you can't just, like, stop her from going in there because, like, part of the skill is that she removes debuffs applied on herself and then heals herself and then transform into idle. So, yeah. Chaos Axe jump animation has been adjusted to look more natural. Hey. When auto battle is active, Mascot Hazel now uses her skill Urgent Regen slightly more often. When Mascot Hazel uses a girl in uniform, existing increases attack greater buff are no longer removed. The tooltip of Mascot Hazel skill a girl uniform has been made slightly clearer. When auto battle is active, Rose will now use her skill Shield of Light, even if no allies have debuffs applied. Stealth. So this is a change to the description. It could be a nerf though. Let's see. I read it before real quick, the patch notes. So if there are allies, caster will not be a target of attack. Damage received from AoE attacks is decreased. Effect is removed when attacked. Now after cannot be targeted if there are other allies. Takes minimal damage during AoE attacks and is disabled once hit. Okay, so what happens is that if you, let's say, I'm gonna give an example, my Kisei, right? This mostly happens, well, let's say in PvP in Arena. If, let's say she has a barrier from DN or Angelica, in my cases, that's how she gets it. If the barrier is not broken, it's not considered like she took damage. Because it says before effect is removed when attacked. But you wouldn't get knocked out of stealth if you were still absorbing damage using your barrier. Now it could be that now it's a nerf, and as soon as you get hit, even if you're absorbing the damage from a barrier, it gets disabled. You lose your stealth, and you actually take 50% less area damage, AoE damage, when you have stealth. It's very strong, and if you have barrier, then you are taking half the damage, and potentially the barrier just absorbs however much damage you took, and you stay in stealth. So it could be an unfortunate nerf for people relying on stealth in the first battle. But I mean, it said the description of buff stealth has been updated. You know, it's not saying like it has changed, because it says disabled once hit. So if you're absorbing the damage, you're not, maybe it's not considered a hit. You need to actually take like damage on your health pool. Alright, so moving on. In the first battle of Banshee Hunt, Misty Chain's skill descriptions have been updated to correctly match their effects. There are no changes to the skill themselves. Okay. At the start of battle, the combat readiness variation that... Oh my god! At the start of battle, the combat readiness variation that can be gained according to the speed stat of a character has been reduced. Oh! From 10% to 5%. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. That's huge, guys. If you're wondering why in PvP, well, that's usually when it happens. Why is this hero going before this hero? Like, I have more speed on this one. He's supposed to go first. It's all because of this crap. All because of this crap right there. Now, they didn't remove it, but it was a major reduction. That's 50% reduction from 10 to 5%. So it's going to be much easier to order your heroes, so you keep your priority. Wow. Okay, that's huge. And also, like, there's also the fact that, let's say you're using a combat readiness buffer, right, a booster, and it goes first, but sometimes the enemy just get lucky and they roll that 10%, right, and you roll 0% boost, and you get screwed over. They start before you and it's over. You lost. That it's that simple in PvP. Huge change. Maybe later on they're just gonna take it out, but 10% to 5 is beautiful. All right, guild. When not in a guild and viewing the guild screen, information displaying activity rewards has been viewed. Okay, and Guild War, the effect that displays when a building is destroyed now displays in the correct location. An issue has been fixed in which errors will result when a player tried to leave a guild at the exact moment when they were promoted to guild leader. Wow, that's some timing though. That's like, wow. You're leaving at the same time you're getting promoted. In the recommended guilds and guild information screens, the weekly assistance number now displays correctly. Guild War matchmaking has been improved so as to provide opponents with more similar amounts of victory points. That's good, so you're not going to be facing guilds that are too strong or too weak. Reputation. Achievements for Wyvern, Golem, Banshee Stage 11 have been added to Phantom CIC. Our achievement list on the reputation. So that's really cool. Like, we're gonna get some extra crafts out of this because yeah, a lot of people were wondering where are the achievements. Side story. In exchange, the background screen no longer overlap when tapping the back button immediately after making a purchase. In Bellona's hidden achievement, an issue has been fixed in which the story that is meant to appear before the battle did not play. Players who were unable to read the story previously can read it by checking the extra stage epilogue luxury shopping district on June 3rd. The readability of stage title that displays on the stage info screen has been improved. Account reset. Players who have reset their account will no longer appear in the members list of their previous guild. Well, that is pretty that's a big bug. I guess they were just there, but you make a new account and you can still join other guilds. It's just like your old self is still in the previous guild or something like that. An issue has been fixed in which heroes who are connected to an account that has been reset were unable to access social features. UI improvements and bug fixes. Improvement have been made to the tutorial that is played when you first enter the Raid Labyrinth rural capital as Macalis. You can now complete Eunice connection mission, reach friendship level 3 with Hazel using Mascot Hazel. Wow, if you upgraded your Hazel into Mascot Hazel and she didn't reach level 3 friendship, that's really unfortunate. You had to get another Hazel to be able to do the connection. What a mess. Alright, well, there you have it. A description of the new enhancement effect skill nullifier has been added to the game guide. Text wrapping is now correctly implemented in the chat window. That's actually good. Tamarine's pre-transformation portrait that appears in camp and side stories is now animated. Ooh. Improvements have been made to Azimanus Hunter's web spray effect in area 1 of the Raid Labyrinth. Roll capital as Macalis. After rune combined, the total number of rune you have will now automatically update. So finally, that's been in the game since it got released. There is no longer text. There is no longer text overlap between the stone icon and the enhance effect text on the awakened screen of a specialty change hero. Don't remember that happening. It's just small changes, really. When a hero receives an effect in battle, the accompanying text effect will now follow the hero. Ah, okay, because before you receive like a buff or something, there's like a combat text that appears above your hero, but if the hero is like attacking or moving, like the text stays behind. Okay, just like small changes. The issue that caused the game to freeze momentarily when entering a side story or adventure after starting the game has been fixed. Improvements have been made to the artifact skill level UI. And an issue has been fixed in which when the game's language is set to English, certain texts were truncated or overflow the boxes. Alright, well, I read pretty much the whole thing, but there's this thing here about the shop change. Yeah, I talked about it, and they were talking about it in the patch notes. The Pot of Knowledge shop will rotate like the artifacts that are showing up, but there's also this thing here. Transmit Stone shop changes. The lesser and greater artifact charms currently available for purchase using silver transmit stones will be removed from the Transmit Stone shop. They will remain available for purchase until the update on the 27th of February. So what happens is this thing is gone. I've been buying it, like when I have enough silver transmit stone, I just buy these things. The greater artifact charm and the lesser ones. So now I bought this, might as well just go ahead and buy these. They're gone. I mean, they're gonna go after the update. Wait. Yeah, that's gonna be on the next week anyways. So yeah, it's fine. I'll just buy them this week and next week. But like these, you can just get from the hunts mission in the sanctuary. So it's cool. Like it's fine. You don't need to buy them here. They're not a priority. And the penguins, well, I mean, just you don't really need to get the penguins. Its priority is to get the Molagora, and then it's the artifact charms. So yeah, they're gone now. Well, soon. That's unfortunate. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Lidica actually has a memory imprint of when it's triple S. Well, yeah, not too many people will have triple S Lidica or just have Lidica. 12.9% attack boost for the top and bottom hero slot. So yeah, that's good to know, I guess. Alright, so that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos and guides. They should be appearing on the screen. And yeah, let me know what you think about this patch. Really like that the speed variation change from 10% to 5% is really like the best part for me. Lidica, she looks like a solid hero at first glance, and yeah, I'll talk more about her in another video at a later time. But if you're gonna summon for her, well, good luck to you guys, and well, good luck if you're trying to get the artifact. That's another form of another layer of randomness added to the game, but it's a very good artifact. It's a chance, but it's very strong. Like, let's say you use that thing on Bellona and you're doing Abyss, you could just try different attempts and until you trigger that extra attack, because it deals damage based on target max health. But really, like on any ranger, especially the ones like yeah, Bellona, or if you have a ranger that applies a debuff or just purely does damage, really, that's a nice burst or extra chance to apply a debuff and all that. So quite good. The hero and the artifact, both, they look strong. So that's, I'm sure a lot of players will be pulling. And Lidica, really, to shut down a boss, like bring their combat readiness to 0, then speed down debuff for 2 turns is extremely strong. Not only that, but you are also reducing the combat readiness of the boss every time you're using her skill 1, and if you're using that artifact, it's another chance to reduce the combat readiness even further. Extremely strong, like, yeah. And not only that, but she's got the area attack that reduce the hit chance, and it's actually with skill enhancement, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 100% chance. I mean, it's at 85%. There's going to be like a effect increase 5% and another one 10%. It's going to become 100% chance. It will be 100% chance because it only lasts one turn, but still, this being applied on everyone. Let's say you're in a boss battle, there's a bunch of trash monsters. They're actually releasing this this before they release the new abyss floors. And Lidica, like, it depends how it's gonna play out, but Lidica could be a very strong hero to manipulate the combat readiness gauge on a boss, and just really like lower the damage output of the enemy team, because you got the hit chance debuff on the whole team, plus you're controlling the boss, so the boss doesn't go as often. So yeah, overall seems like a really good pick, but she's not gonna be able to shine in all the areas of the game, but I feel like she'd be powerful in multiple places. And yeah, I mean, Golem, of course, she's fire, and she's gonna be great there. Gives you time to stack those let's say poison debuffs if you're playing with Kyrus. But yeah, alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching again, and I'm out for now. Peace.